Hello, I'm Denver Henderson for the Williams County Public Library, continuing our series, Lay Me Down to Rest, the Cemeteries of Williams County. And today we are in Rogers Cemetery in Northwest Township. Rogers Cemetery was established in the early 1840s on land owned by the Whaley family. James Whaley later gave the property to Northwest Township as a cemetery. But somehow the deed got mixed up because when he sold the land to Jasper Rogers decided to sell the land once again to the township for cemetery purposes, though there was already a cemetery here, one of the rare lapses in deed history. And therefore this cemetery has been known as the Rogers Cemetery ever since. But in early deeds it was also known as the Whaley Cemetery. The man who sold the property twice and gave his name to the cemetery is Jasper Rogers, who has a very interesting story and was a prominent citizen. He was born in Trumbull County, Ohio, but his family decided to move to upstate New York for a while to farm there. The farm failed and they came back and bought property in what was then the frontier of Ohio in Williams County. Jasper was a prominent citizen in Northwest Township. He served as Justice of the Peace and Notary Public, which at the time that he lived, those were very prominent positions to hold. In his obituary it says that he held many positions of responsibility and trust, and many there who have cause to be thankful for his kindly counsel and advice, which was freely given without price. I am standing at the grave of Thomas Fitzgerald Whaley, who was a distant relative of James Whaley, who gave the property for the cemetery. Thomas has an interesting story. He was born in Wyoming County, New York, and migrated to Lenawee County, Michigan. And he was working there steadily when his father sent word that he had purchased property in Northwest Township, Ohio, and would poor Thomas please go down and take a look at the property. Thomas did, and he liked it so much that he built a cabin and stayed there, his father later joining him. He was also a founding member of the United Brethren Church here in Northwest Township, and the church stood on the old Whaley homestead, which was a few miles from here. So Thomas Whaley lucked into property in Northwest Township. Standing at the grave of Charles Headley, who was another prominent citizen in Northwest Township. Charles Headley owned a small store and a large farm near Cooney. His homestead is pictured, you'll see a picture of his homestead, which is giving me a chance to talk about the structures that we call homesteads here in Northwest Township and in Williams County. They were not large houses. They were usually just thrown up quickly and built on later. Mr. Headley also served in the Civil War, and that service took him as far south as Atlanta, Georgia, in the Battle of Atlanta. Charles Headley, yet again another notary public, which also leads me to say that notary publics were very, very important office holders because they were entrusted to make every document legal. So Charles Headley and Jasper Rogers were very important people in Northwest Township. And I'll end between the graves of the Ryder and Walker family. Interestingly enough, they chose the same tombstone, the Woodsman of America stump, with fern leaves showing eternal life. And they are the only two woodsmen buried here in Rogers Cemetery. Two very unique tombstones side by side. For the Williams County Public Library, I'm Denver Henderson. Stay safe, stay healthy. I bid you peace.